something. This is the #1 headline on the Drudge Report today. And this is a story that has electrified the blogosphere ever since it broke late last night. And yet I cannot find one mainstream media report on this other than the one you are watching right now. It has to do with Barack Obama doing an interview back in 2001 with the National Public Radio affiliate in the city of Chicago. The topic was wealth redistribution. Now, remember, we've heard a lot about that from Joe the plumber and his little conversation with Barack Obama. But he is so expansive in this particular interview. We've cut down a little clip for you. But mainly what he does talk about is he talks about economic justice. He talks about...
Well, it's the civil rights movement. He was discussing that and how the courts should get involved.
And the courts did not go far enough because they were hamstrung.
Right. And, well, last week we had Peter Johnson Jr. on, lawyer here, who was describing how a McCain court would look like versus an Obama court. And McCain, pretty much a constructionist. Obama would involve more of, the minority groups and such like that getting involved. Right. And a lot of that was discussed in here. You have to pay close attention, though, when you listen to it for the buzzwords. Do we have it now?
Well, not yet, but the Supreme Court he says, the Supreme Court never ventured into issues of redistribution of wealth and of more basic issues such as political and economic justice in society. For more, here's Barack Obama, the year 2001.
The Supreme Court never ventured into the issues of redistribution of wealth and sort of more basic issues of political and economic justice in the society. And one of the, I think, the tragedies of the civil rights movement was because the civil rights movement became so court-focused, I think that there was a tendency to lose track of the political and community organizing and activities on the ground that are able to put together the actual coalitions of power through which you bring about redistributive change. And in some ways, we still suffer from that.
So civil rights, gave us rights, but didn't give us redistribution of wealth.
Also, a caller by the name of Karen asked if the courts the best place for reparative economic work, or if it should be done through legislation. And then Barack Obama said he's not optimistic about getting redistribution done through the courts because they aren't structured that way. Of course, they weren't structured that way in 2001. Of course, if he is elected President of the United States, he will nominate people for the Supreme Court who he wants to. Would they be more for redistribution? Stand by.
Very